Welcome to another Howls and Growls post-game breakdown. Today we're going to talk about how Anthony Edwards rained fire on the Boston Celtics and how he did it with his mid-range mastery. Operating in the mid-range has been a new development for Edwards this season, and while it's not the most efficient shot in his or any player's arsenal, it's becoming an increasingly effective way for Ant to manipulate defenses. Against the Celtics, who came into this game as the league's best offense and second best defense, Edwards annihilated their schemes on both ends, and he did so mostly in the mid-range. Edwards finished the game shooting 7 of 10 on non-paint 2-pointers, taking him up to 48% on the season, while taking a massive 49% of his field goals from the mid-range area. Last season, he was much less effective from that area, while also shooting fewer shots on average. Right away to start this game, he's going to get into his mid-range bag early. Karl-Anthony Towns kind of gets in his way in this driving lane, but the next time he comes down that same driving lane, you see Boston is going to send this hard double team at him, and that's opening up this easy look for Jaden McDaniels that he probably should make. And now he's starting to spin that web that Boston struggled to break free from all game long. The next time they go to Edwards, he's attacking on that same side of the floor. Boston are going to send hard gap help again, but Edwards is just going to plow through it for the bucket and the foul. Now he's got Boston thinking about that mid-range jumper and his ability to get to the rim. So they go back to Edwards on the left side of the floor again, but this time he's running screen and roll and he's coming into the middle. Luke Kornet is going to stay dropped in coverage to stop that drive. This time Edwards is just going to punish him by hitting that free throw line jumper instead. So they're flowing into chase action here from the free throw line. Ant is going to come off this ball screen and into the mid-range. Pritchard is again going to overhelp to stop the mid-range jumper, and Edwards is going to make that quick read to set up a look from deep. So they're going back to that horns out chase action again. This time Porzingis is the helper, and he's only going to linger a split second too long, but now Edwards is getting all the way to the rim again. Okay, so I've been really impressed with Edwards' usage of his gravity throughout this whole game. The 3-point gravity on this one forces Tatum to jump out at him and lose position to stay in front. But when he gets past Tatum, the mid-range threat freezes Al Horford here. That's going to lead to an easy drive and another easy bucket. In order to create and maintain that gravity, he needs to keep making mid-range shots and shots at the rim. As we begin the second half, he's going to get to his spot. The spacing is terrible here, and it makes it pretty easy for the defense, but making this shot sets the tone for the entire second half. So now Boston is back in their defensive shell. They're helping hard on the drive to either stop the mid-range jumper or stop the rim attack, and now Ant is going to burrow his way through and get to the line. All of these things add up and add to the danger the defense is feeling. Now he's got the defense backing up in transition. As soon as Drew Holiday's left foot starts to retreat here, Edwards is pulling up and nailing that triple. Let's just keep rolling through really effective plays from Anthony Edwards here. They're going back to that little horns out action, and Ant is going back to using his mid-range touch as a gravitational pull. He draws a crowd here. Tatum is helping off Cat to stop the midi, and Kornet is helping off Anderson, and that opens things up. You'd like to see him make this read a little quicker, but he gets it to Towns, and Cat really should be making this three more often than not. This one might be my favourite usage of that mid-range gravity of the entire game. The ball is going to get to Ant in the corner this time, and he's going to coach Boston under his mid-range spell. After he eliminates Porzingis with that jab step and up fake, look at how many defenders collapse on his potential mid-range shot. That's leaving Jaden McDaniels wide open here on the weak side, and he's going to make a huge bucket. And again, Ant is coming off a ball screen. Look how many eyes are on him here as he steps inside the arc, and now Rudy Gobert is ducking in behind the defense to catch that whipped bounce pass and get to the line. Feel like a broken record, but Edwards just keeps destroying Boston's elite defense from within the arc. Gets downhill here. Porzingis feels obliged to overhelp. McDaniels knocks down another huge three. Again though, this doesn't work if Edwards doesn't keep the defense honest himself. He has to make some of these shots. Now it's clutch time in overtime. He tangos with Al Horford, backs him up, and then nails that pull-up mid-range jumper. Next time down the floor, last possession we're going to look at, Horford remembers what just happened to him, so he's going to start backing up to avoid a blow-by, and Edwards walks into the game-sealing bucket, blouses. Thanks again for watching this Howls and Growls post-game breakdown. Please subscribe for more.